we had another great match day there in match day 24. 9 correct, 6 wrong, 60% correct percentage. I will take it every match day if I could. Also, on the Nerdy Soccer table, we have a sole leader still, and he is up by 2 points now. Let's Go Crew with 33 points coming in that first spot. Sam and Joey Betts tied for second with 31 points. Then Samuel, 22, coming in fourth with 30. And then in that fifth spot, we have Jerry G with 29 points. If you want to get involved, the QR code is on the screen. Things are really heating up. It's getting excited. Make sure you join it. It is all in fun. But if you're in that number one spot at the end of the season, you do get an MLS kit of your choosing from the MLS shop. So enough of all that. Let's get into match day 25. Kicking off our match day 25, we have the Red Bulls versus the New England Revs. The Red Bulls right now, 3 draws and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The Revs currently 2 draws and 3 losses in their last 5. Both of these teams are not looking that great. The expected outcome in this one is supposed to be a 1-1 draw, but a 40% win probability in favor of the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls are coming off of a loss there on the road against Philadelphia Union. The Revs coming off of a draw on the road against a hurting Austin team. Red Bulls, though, they're at home. They are on a 5-match unbeaten streak with 4 wins and a draw, and that last match being a draw, where the Revs not too bad on the road in their last 5 matches with a win, 3 draws, and a loss. But I have to take a look at it. The last 5 times these two teams have played each other there at Red Bull Arena, New York have won that match 4 out of the 5 times. And I hate to say it, I think the Revs are not doing that great. They did have this streak where they were looking good. The Red Bulls are looking good at home, so I'm going to have to go with the home side here, and I think the Red Bulls win this match 2-1 over the Revs. Now, a match for you all to vote on in the poll for us to watch there on Wednesday night. That is FC Cincinnati versus Inter Miami. Currently, FC Cincinnati 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches, coming off of a loss there in the Hell is Real matchup, and they were at home. Inter Miami, 5 wins in their last 5 matches, coming off of a home victory against a very good Nashville side that were on an unbeaten streak, and Inter Miami put an end to it. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-2 draw there at TQL Stadium, but a 50% win probability in favor of Inter Miami in this one. FC Cincinnati looking okay at home in their last 5 matches, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses, but Inter Miami on the road in their last 5 matches, currently on a 4-match unbeaten streak with 2 wins and 2 draws, and then a loss there in their last 5. But the last 3 times that these two teams have played there at TQL Stadium, Cincinnati have won that match, and the last time that they played, FC Cincinnati won that match 6-1. Don't think that is happening here. I think, though, that Inter Miami are going to go on the road here and get the job done. I don't think we see 4 goals. I think we see 5. And I think that Inter Miami win this match 3-2 over Cincinnati. Next up, we have Atlanta United versus Chicago Fire. Currently, Atlanta United, 2 draws and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Chicago Fire, a win and 4 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a victory for the away side, with the Fire being 2-1 and a 60% win probability in favor of the Fire in this one. And I could see it happening 100%. Atlanta are not looking great, but on the flip side, in their last 5 matches, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses, and currently on a 2-match winning streak there at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where Chicago Fire on the road, though, 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 road matches. Chicago are coming off of a loss at home there against San Diego 2-1. Atlanta coming off of a draw on the road against Toronto FC. But also another thing that is playing in favor of Atlanta United in this match is they have won all 7 games that they have played against Chicago Fire in MLS. there at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I think that's going to play a little bit of a role. I don't think the Fire go on the road and win this. I don't agree with the expected outcome. But I hope that I'm wrong because I want Atlanta to win. That would be awesome to make it an 8th win against the Fire. But I think Fire come on the road and get a point, and this match ends in a 2-2 draw there at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Union versus CF Montreal. Currently, Philadelphia Union 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. CF Montreal 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory there for the Philadelphia Union and a 74% win probability in favor of the Union there at home and only 8% for CF Montreal. But I think CF Montreal proved a lot of people wrong against Orlando in their last match where they did get a draw 1-1. The percentage was very low for that match. Philadelphia Union are coming off of a 2-0 victory against the Red Bulls there at Subaru Park. The Union are just good at Subaru Park, and I just, it's tough for people to win. Currently, they are on a 5-match unbeaten streak with 3 wins and 2 draws, where CF Montreal do have 2 wins and a draw in their last 5 matches with 2 losses there on the road. But I have to go with Philadelphia Union in this one, and I actually am going to say that Philadelphia get a clean sheet here. They win this match 2-0 over CF Montreal. Now that leads us into Orlando City versus NYCFC. Orlando City currently 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. NYCFC 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome is saying a 1-1 draw there in Orlando, but a 43% win probability in favor of Orlando City to win this one. Orlando City are coming off of a draw there at home against a very bad CF Montreal side, where NYCFC did lose to Charlotte there on the road 2-0 at Bank of America Stadium. Charlotte have been really good at home. NYCFC are a good side, but they suck on the road with only 1 win. Orlando City have won 5 there at home so far this season. And I want to lean towards Orlando City, but we just don't know. Orlando City is one of the hardest teams for me to predict. I feel like I need to look up the stat of each time that I've picked Orlando City and see if they've won or lost. Currently in their last 5 matches there at home, they have 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses, where NYCFC on the road have 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses, currently on a 2-match losing streak, which one of those losses did come to CF Montreal on the road. I think with this one, in the last 5 matches that these two teams have played there in Orlando, 4 of them have ended in a draw. I'm going to have to go with that and go with the expected outcome, and I think this match ends in a 1-1 draw there in Orlando. Now, we head to North Carolina for Charlotte FC versus DC United. Charlotte currently 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. DC United a draw and 4 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in favor of Charlotte to win this match 2-1 over DC United and a 64% win probability in favor of Charlotte. I have to say that Charlotte are good at home. Only 2 losses so far this season, where DC United only have 2 wins on the road so far this season. In the last 5 matches for Charlotte at home, it is a win, a draw, and 2 losses, currently on a 3-match unbeaten streak there at home, where DC United on the road with 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 away matches. Also, another thing to take in consideration, Charlotte have won 2 and drawn 1 against DC United there at Bank of America Stadium, so DC have yet to win. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory, but for some reason I got a feeling it's not going to be that. But I do expect Charlotte to still win this one. I think this is going to be a low-scoring one, even though that Charlotte are averaging at home 1.6 goals a game and allowing 1, where DC United are scoring 1 and allowing 1.7. I could easily see it being a 2-1 victory for Charlotte, but I'm going to go lower than that. I think Charlotte win this match 1-0 over DC United. Heading out west, we have Seattle Sounders versus Colorado Rapids. Currently, Seattle Sounders, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Colorado Rapids, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Currently, Seattle are on a 3-match unbeaten streak, and they have been on that streak since I've said, with them being out of the Club World Cup, we are going to see a different Seattle side. And I think it might continue here. The expected outcome, though, is a 1-1 draw there at Lumen Field, but a 46% win probability in favor of Seattle. Seattle are coming off of a road victory 3-2 over Sporting Kansas City, where the Colorado Rapids win big at home against Vancouver Whitecaps, which the Whitecaps have kind of fallen off recently. And those Seattle there at home, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 home matches, where Colorado Rapids 1 draw and 4 losses in their last 5 road matches, coming off of a 3-0 loss against LAFC on the road in their last road match. They've only won 2 so far this season. I just can't see this game ending in a draw. Out of the last 5 times that these two teams have played there at Lumen Field, Seattle have won it 4, and they've drawn once, but that draw happened last year, and that was their last match. But I'm going to have to go with it. I'm going to continue saying this. I think that we're going to continue to see a tough Seattle side, especially playing at home. They're going to be tough to beat there at Lumen Field. I think Seattle is going to get the job done against this very mediocre Colorado Rapids side. They win this match 2-1 there at Lumen Field. Now, for another good matchup here in the midweek in the Western Conference, we have Minnesota United versus LAFC. Minnesota United, 2 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. LAFC, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Also, the expected outcome, though, is in favor of the home side there, with Minnesota winning this one 2-1 over LAFC with a 40% win probability. But LAFC's win probability is at 36%, so this is going to be a very close matchup. I even with those probability, I also think that is going to happen here. Also, Minnesota at home in their last 5 matches, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss, where LAFC on the road, 4 draws and a loss with a 4-match unbeaten streak. So their last 4 road matches have all resulted in a draw. Another thing to add to this one, LAFC have yet to beat Minnesota in MLS. So you got to take that into consideration. I don't think that Minnesota win this match 2-1. I actually think that they win this match 3-2 over LAFC. I think this is going to be a high-scoring match. Minnesota coming off of a match where they scored 4. LAFC scored 2 in their match, in their last match against FC Dallas. So I'm going to go with it. I think we see 5 goals here. I think Minnesota United wins 3-2 over LAFC. Now, going over to the West Coast again, we have San Diego versus Toronto FC. Currently, San Diego, 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches. Toronto FC, 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is 2-1 in favor of San Diego, which I was expecting that gap to be just a little bit more than that. But a 59% win probability in favor of San Diego in this one, but a 20%, which I think is a little high for Toronto in this one. We'll see, right? We'll see. San Diego FC in their last 5 home matches, they have 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. And that last match, they did lose to Houston Dynamo 4-3 at home, where Toronto FC on the road, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. And they're coming off of a loss against NYCFC on the road, 3-1 in their last road match. There's nothing I can say bad about San Diego other than they didn't lose that weird one at home against Houston Dynamo. San Diego FC are the real deal, and I can't go against them. I can't go against them at home until they really prove me otherwise. Yes, maybe that Houston game was just a fluke, but they are such a good team right now. Toronto, still mediocre, coming off of a draw against Atlanta at home, 1-1. They should have won that game. They let up a stupid penalty at the end, and Atlanta tied it. Sean Johnson also got a hand on that penalty, and Lotte just got lucky. So really, Toronto should have won that game, but they didn't. I have to go with San Diego in this one. Don't think they win 2-1. I actually think San Diego is so much better than Toronto. I think that they win this one either 3-1 or 4-1, but I'm going to play it a little safe, and I think San Diego wins this match 3-1 over Toronto FC. Staying there in California, we have the LA Galaxy versus Austin FC. The Galaxy currently 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Finally, finally turning their season around a little bit, where Austin FC 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome in this one is a 1-1 draw there in LA, and a 37% win probability in favor of Austin, a 30% in favor of the Galaxy, with a 33% chance that this ends in a draw. This is a very close win probability for both of these sides, so it could really go either way very closely. The Galaxy, they're at home currently 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches, currently on a 3-match winning streak there in LA, where Austin on the road, 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses, coming off of a loss to the Seattle Sounders on the road 2-0. They did end their last match 0-0 with the Revs at home. I know that Vasquez did not have that great of a season up to his injury, but I think that is a big missing piece for Austin. So I can't go with Austin. Also, these teams have only played each other 4 times there in LA during the MLS season, and all 4 times the Galaxy have won that match. And I'm going to go with the same score line as the last match there in LA, and I think that the Galaxy win this match 2-1 over Austin FC. Now, another match for you to vote for that we could do on the watch along for Wednesday, that is Nashville SC versus Columbus Crew. This could also be one of the best games here in the midweek. But currently, Nashville SC, 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches. Columbus Crew, 4 wins and a draw, currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak, and it might even go a little bit further than that. The expected outcome, though, is in favor of Nashville SC, winning that match 2-1 there at Geodis Park, with a 42% win probability and a 33% win percentage for Columbus Crew. And it's 33% win probability, not win percentage. Nashville, though, at home in their last 5 matches, 3 wins and 2 draws, so still unbeaten there at home. Columbus Crew on the road, a win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Nashville are coming off of a loss against Inter Miami, which Inter Miami, we could say, probably is the best team in the league, but at the same time, I think Columbus Crew have a lot to say about that, where Columbus are coming off of a 4-2 victory on the road against their rivals, Cincinnati, at TQL Stadium. The expected outcome is a 2-1. I don't think that's happening here. Also, though, I don't think Columbus can go on the road and win 2 back-to-back against 2 very good sides. So I'm going to have to go with it here. I would like to see Nashville win. I like Nashville, but I think this match ends in a 2-2 draw there at Geodis Park. Coming down the stretch here, we have the Houston Dynamo versus Vancouver Whitecaps. Currently, Houston, 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Vancouver Whitecaps, a win and 4 losses in their last 5 matches, currently on a 2-match losing streak. Are we seeing the downfall of the Vancouver Whitecaps? Let me know in the comments there. The expected outcome in this one, though, is the Whitecaps to win 2-1 over Houston there on the road, with a 55% win probability in favor of the Whitecaps, only a 22% chance for the Houston Dynamo to win this one. Houston at home in the last 5, 2 wins and 3 losses. Their last match they did win at home was against St. Louis 1-0. The Whitecaps on the road, 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches on the road. Both of those losses on the road were 3-0 losses, and that is their last 2 matches. They have not scored in the last 2 and have given up 6. Do we see that continue here? I don't know, because they played against the Galaxy and the Rapids in their last 2 matches. The last time that these 2 teams did play there in Houston, though, it was a 1-1 draw. And the Whitecaps have only won 1 time there in Houston in their time playing against the Dynamo in MLS. I want to say Vancouver wins this. I like what Vancouver have been doing so far this season. Those last 2 matches make me very weary, but I will say I believe they go on the road here and get a point there in Houston, and I think this match ends in a 1-1 draw. Now, for our second to last match of match day 25, we have Portland Timbers versus Real Salt Lake. Currently, the Timbers 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, where Real Salt Lake 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches, currently on a 4-match unbeaten streak. Let's go, Real Salt Lake. Expected outcome for this one is a 1-1 draw there in Portland. Portland have a 43% win probability, with Real Salt Lake coming in at 30%. This one, I feel like anytime that I pick Portland, they lose. Every time I pick them. But they're looking good at home, with 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5 matches at home. 5-match unbeaten streak at home. Real Salt Lake on the road right now, currently in their last 5, 3 draws and 2 losses. The last 5 times that these 2 teams have played there at Providence Park, Portland have won 4 of those outright, with 1 draw back in 2022. I can't go with the expected outcome. I really like Real Salt Lake looking good right now. Kind of hot, but they've only won 2 matches so far on the road this season, and the Timbers have only lost 1. I'm going to go with it here. Hopefully I don't jinx them, but I think the Timbers win this match 1-0 over Real Salt Lake. And for our final match in Matchday 25, we have the Earthquakes versus FC Dallas. Currently the Earthquakes, a win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. FC Dallas, 1 win and 4 losses, currently on a 4-match losing streak. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory for the Earthquakes, with a 58% win probability. Dallas only getting a 23% win probability in this one. The Earthquakes are on a 5-match unbeaten streak there at home, with 1 win and 4 draws, and all 4 of those draws being the last 4. Where FC Dallas on the road, 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 road matches. Also, another thing to point out there, in the last 5 times that they have played there in San Jose, the Earthquakes have won it twice, and they've drawn the other 3. FC Dallas have yet to win in the last 5 matches, and that's dating back to 2021 there in San Jose. Now, expected outcome is a 2-1 victory for the Earthquakes. I want the Earthquakes to turn it around. I want to see this Earthquakes side that we're scoring goals. They are only averaging 1.6, I think, in the last 5, allowing 1.8. I want that to get higher again. I mean, at home, they're averaging 2.4 in the last 5. But where's the goals at? I want to see Joseph Martinez score. I would love to see him score in this one. Where is it? FC Dallas just abysmal this season. I feel like they're kind of mediocre. They should be better with the roster that they have. They should be better than this. But I'm going to have to go with the expected outcome in this one. I think that the Earthquakes are the better team. I would like to see the Quakes score 3-4 goals against Dallas. That would be fantastic. But I'm going to go with the expected outcome here, and I think that the Earthquakes win this match 2-1 over FC Dallas. So that is it for my predictions in Matchday 25. Tell me down below what yours are. What is your game that you're looking forward the most? Which one are you looking forward to the least? If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like the content, and we will see you for the watch along on Wednesday.